can start with the window.
We are live, Beans and Rice. Today, a lot of your favorite shows, podcasts, whatever it may be, they're always claiming they're outside. We're really outside in the great outdoors during a heat wave.
Heat check.
Okay.
It is Tuesday, July 18th.
Oh, yeah, man.
And it's a great day. Thank you for joining us on our road to 200 subscribers. If you haven't yet subscribed, share it with someone who will like it, and they can subscribe as well. Share the joy, share the wealth, because we have none. We can't give you wealth, but we'll give you laughs.
Maybe somebody that you want to trigger. You think so? Send them the thing.
Yeah, someone who's softy, maybe they need to buck up a little bit, show some tough skin. We'll create the callus. They'll be better humans for it. Trust me. Yeah. Trust us.
And we had to get a lot of drinks. So you guys see our drinks?
Yeah, it's a heat wave. We have to stay hydrated, okay?
Hydrated, because the inside of the house... What happened, huh? You want to tell them what happened?
So Dre put a little bit too much on the light bill. Shout out to Dre Rocca. And so some of the light bulbs started bursting, caught on fire. So inside of the house is actually hotter than outside.
It's on fire as we speak.
Yeah.
Schweinsteiger. Yeah.
We're in a heat wave, but it's better than being in an oven.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, but it's pretty nice, you know?
It is.
We got bug spray. What else do we got, Hus?
We have Gatorade Zero for zero tolerance for a bunch of pansies, okay? People that are weak-minded, that can't deal with good jokes.
Oh, yeah, because sometimes people, you tell them 2 + 2, what do they say, Hus?
2 + 2 = blue. Yeah. Well, they rhyme, but they don't, that doesn't add up.
Blues, yeah.
Look at you little window licker. What's your name? I have chicken nuggets. Oh, you're a smart one, huh?
A window licker, what is that?
People that lick windows.
Come on.
If you've seen a kid on a bus licking windows, they're in the ESL class, okay? Extremely slow learners.
That is so
I was in the ESL class.
Were you
in the ESL?
Yeah. It actually stands for English Second Language. But
for Alice only, she's wearing a Mexican Boston jersey. She's got the replica.
Look at guys.
Yeah.
No, but she's dyslexic, so she thought ESL was LES, lesbian.
Alice thought she was getting her boss on. You know what I mean? She didn't know that it was Boston. She didn't see the T. Who I want to get my boss on?
That's a spade.
It's dividing her,
That's a cross for Jesus.
Yeah, she thought it was a cross. Yeah. Yeah, but so what day was it again today?
Today's July 18th.
July 18th, so we're past being patriots, you think so, Huss?
Yeah, we're done being patriots. We've been patriots long enough.
We were being patronized. I mean, that was, long story short, that's what was happening,
Without money coming through on a Patreon, because we don't have a Patreon.
No, but we were drinking a lot of Patron. What else do you think for patriots? What do you think that you have to do, Huss? Like, if you wanted to be like the ultimate,
like an ultimate lifestyle patriot. That I could live?
Yeah, like if you wanted to be like the ultimate patriot, like...
I mean, Harley Davidson is part of it, is it not?
To be a patriot?
Yeah, don't you isn't that like part of the rite of passage is owning a Harley Davidson?
I don't know. But what about the bikes that have the...
What are they called?
What are those?
Choppers with the high handlebars?
Yeah, but maybe are choppers for Mexican salads, or what are they for?
Choppers?
Yeah.
I feel like everybody can have choppers.
Yeah? Everybody can have those?
Agreed.
Yeah, I mean, I wanted a chopper once.
Yeah. You wanted a chop who?
Yeah, I wanted shampoo and a chopper.
Did you chop her or not, Alice? Huh?
Well, I guess it depends on who.
Yeah, chop that bush.
Yeah.
A little bit of weed.
You think so? We're doing this outside just to hopefully Courtney comes out, Host was the divisive plan,
I had seen her earlier today.
You did?
And I walked in and I go, Jose, you're not going to believe who I saw. And I was speaking in code, so we don't know if she was hearing or not. So I saw Courtney. So maybe we could record outside so we can see her walk by. Kind of like a Sasquatch. I mean, not as ugly.
Walk bisexual, because we don't know if she's, We
don't know what way she swings.
We've seen her with a couple of women the last couple of days. She's had a lot of women at her
so what
house.
You're saying she's available?
Maybe.
Like I can have a chance with
maybe you might have a chance.
Could, yeah.
Okay,
yeah, because we've only been seeing I've only been seeing girls over there lately, And one of them had, you know what's a good car? We say that it's Subarus. You know, that maybe lesbian stripe, but
Is it Forester?
bisexuals, no. But it's also, they always have like Nissan Altima.
Yeah, a Nissan Altima. If a single mother drives it, they're crazy. If a single mother has a Nissan Altima, they are bad news.
You know?
Okay?
And
And I know some of you, okay?
Oh.
And if they have a decent job, they have the Maxima. You know how?
Yeah. The Maxima, they max out their credit cards. They're looking good for a little bit. Pretty soon they're going to default on their loans. They're going to go back to being single, broke.
The Maxima is the closest they can get to the Maxim magazine, you know?
Yeah. I'm a model.
I got a model car. You know?
Yeah, rearrange a couple letters, you know. You're actually just poor and broke.
Yeah. Can you imagine? It's like from Maxim magazine, they're like salesmen, right? Saleswomen, and you sell enough, you get like the Maxima, the Maxima, you think so?
The Maxima, yeah.
Dude, what's gonna be what color is the Maxima gonna be? You think, how many do you have to sell? First of all, how many do you think you have to sell to get the Maxima?
Well, I don't know about how much you have to sell, but to be the color, it's going to be a dildo purple color.
Okay?
Oh,
with
like
gloss?
the see-through?
Yeah.
Kind of
Yeah, it's
see-through
like
one?
transparent.
Yeah, the shiny one, right?
Yeah,
I know
see, Alice
exactly
knew,
what you're
yeah.
talking about.
Looks like you're driving a Game Boy Color.
And, you know, you dropped the M from Game Boy.
Shout out to Chris Blade, you know? Okay, so we got that. It's purple, you know? And then what else to say? What about the seats? What are the features going to be inside of the Maxima?
Vibrating seats.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Not on the lower lumbar region, literally just your buttocks area. Leather seats in case they get wet for obvious reasons.
Right.
Is it going to have AC, you think so, Hoss?
It's gonna have AC. It needs
has to
AC.
have-
Or what about like a tablet? Because you know how the
Oh, because
Teslas,
the
they have a
kids?
tablet?
Oh, I was going to say because the kids in the back are you loud.
You're like your kids. Watch this.
It's a tablet.
It's gonna need a good suspension system.
Right, right.
Oh, it's going to have the ultimate suspension.
It's gonna have a double wishbone suspension system.
Yeah.
Because you're gonna wish you'd be boning in that purple vehicle.
Oh, yeah. So the windows are going to be tinted what color?
Black.
Black? Oh,
Black,
yeah.
black.
Come on.
Yeah.
Oh, they would love black.
Yeah.
In the Maxima? Oh, come
Yeah.
on. And then it's probably going to be a V8. You think so? The only Maxima that's a V8? It has to be like, there has to be something special to the engine. You know?
Look at it's not gonna be a V8, but
No.
what's special
I was
is
going to say, is this like a race car?
Well, it has to be special for this Maxima. Alice. Come on.
Okay.
this is part of the car note. Every month they set aside $15 for a specific feature. And when they pop the hood, because they're gonna break, they don't change the oils in their vehicles. They don't
even
change
know
the
what
brakes.
oils
They don't do
are.
anything. When it breaks down inevitably, because they drive it like recklessly, there's gonna be a QR code on the hood, and that's to their, you know,
Like
their,
their OnlyFans,
all
social
of
media.
their links. They're all their social media.
They put the My Link. Is that what it's called? You know, all the people, the rappers, they have it?
Yeah, my link or
My
whatever.
Link?
Link tree or whatever.
Yeah,
it's called.
UtahRapper.com. Mike Masters 801. It's
Heat check. Whoa.
And then I wanted to have one of those like around the top, like one of those things with the letters, you know, like at the DMB that has the numbers, or you can put words.
Like the electronic billboards, basically, or I don't know. I know what you're talking about.
But it's just words,
The message
you know?
board.
Yeah, I can have one of those. You think so?
Yeah, I can
and
have
it'll
one.
it'll say like follow me. It'll also say like on my Instagram. It'll be saying on there Instagram Maxim Mommy
It'll
2023.
It'll
you know?
say single but complicated.
with the it's gonna be the emoji with the dash, and then the rest of the heart. You know.
Taken but ready to play.
And then so I want to
I'm
play.
on my shit, but I'm still here.
Yeah, what was that? Shit?
Yeah, that's what they say.
Yeah.
I'm on my shit, but I'm still here.
On that pile of shit, you think?
Yeah. They'll put all their little dumb quotes on there.
I want somebody to play iGames. Is that what it's called?
I don't know what that is.
Do you know what I'm talking about, Alice?
No. Oh, on the phone?
Yeah. Is that what it's called, iGames?
Yeah.
Yeah, they always put the Totaratis that have Apple. Like, I want somebody to play Apple games on.
Oh, I thought you meant like the eyeball. I'm like, I don't know.
No, those are the those are cosmetologists. Okay, they'll probably have some of those too. You know?
Oh,
I meant, like,
lashes.
vision. But
Yeah, because they always have like 3 jobs like that. You know what I mean? They have a regular job, and then they do lashes, and then
I
they
am
do
a model, entrepreneur,
Lash artist.
influencer,
Lash
lash artist, nail tech.
survivor,
Yeah.
but most importantly, a mother of 10.
I'm a happy mom of 10. You're so happy, in fact, you give your kids to someone else so they can watch them, so you can go around and try to procreate more kids.
And then you know
You're
how
so
many
happy with them.
you know how many baby daddies they have because they have the You know how they have like the human emojis, but they're like mom of 10, and it's like all the 10 ones are different color emojis.
They have 3 colors.
Yeah. And they're idiots because look, they're looking for someone to love. And who do they go after? They go after the equally as idiotic men who don't view them as women. They view them as business transactions. They even tell you themselves, I don't have friends, I have business partners.
A couple Thotorados, you think just
A couple Thotorados.
They see some of the power.
Morons.
Yeah. And let's say so. Okay, so now we got what the Maxim mommies are gonna drive. You know, the Maxim. What about the boys? The Thotorados.
The Thotorados.
The
they going
Colorados
to,
are definitely driving the Subarus.
You think so?
They're the ones that lower them.
Yeah. The
then they have
WRX ones.
Yeah, and then they have the super wide tires.
Super
that,
wide.
Like lean in.
Oh, the ones that are leaning like
Yeah,
that.
so they have to buy tires
man.
every 2 months. That's why you need business partners every month, okay? Because you spend so much money on tires that you have to go buy new ones, like an idiot.
Oh, I hate those with the side. You know.
And then they saw off their mufflers.
Yeah. It makes so much more
Go to
noise.
school like a real man, okay? Don't saw off your muffler, saw off your shotgun, okay? Come on. Man up, okay, Hus? Because if you don't man up, what are we going to give you, Hus?
The left hook,
the right hook,
and the sandy hook.
Because it's all-wheel drive. You think so, Hus? Like,
It is,
hey, they
yeah.
can drive in the sand.
You can hook on a turn, you know, because it's all-wheel drive. You're not going to slip off the side. You need to hook onto the ground. Rubber to pavement, okay?
Dude, could you imagine getting saved by a Subaru? Would you rather just die?
I would just die.
I don't.
I'm not gonna make it.
Like you fall in quicksand and then somebody pulls up in a Subaru, you're like, oh, come
God,
on.
they have their little matcha latte in hand.
Yeah. I got you, bro. Here's some liquid death. You know, you're like, dude.
I can smell the dick of 20 men or 20 women.
Yeah.
Nasty.
Because they can have dicks too.
Like, where would be the worst place to get saved by a Subaru? You think so? You're
The worst place to get saved by a Subaru.
like maybe like the Thai boys. Like I don't say the Subaru probably couldn't even make it that far, but maybe
It wouldn't make it that far.
you're like maybe you're like storming the Capitol. You know what I mean? And your car breaks down or something like that.
Yeah.
But it's like an Arizona Capitol or something like that. You know, it's not like and somebody shows up.
Phoenix, Arizona.
Yeah, Phoenix, Arizona. Your AC goes off. You know.
Yeah.
Well, that's
And
probably
then-
why Brittany never got saved.
Who?
Brittany.
Oh, Brittany Griner?
Yeah.
Or who? Which Brittany?
Yeah, that Brittany.
What do you mean she didn't get saved?
She didn't get saved from Russia.
Yeah, she got traded.
Yeah, because she's from Phoenix.
I don't get. I'm lost.
She plays for the Phoenix team.
Oh, okay.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, maybe they tried to save her in the Subaru. Is what she's saying. Oh, okay. So,
Father, I want the kingdom someday. I've grown smarter.
come on, man.
Father.
I didn't know she was still talking about her ally. I thought she didn't like her.
She's not. I don't like her.
No?
Her ally.
There's no
Yeah, but okay. So
alliance.
Phoenix, you got saved by WRX, and then, but then they probably wouldn't let you even take anything in their car. You think so? Like
Yeah,
they
they-
see some of your propaganda.
Yeah, they-
Dude, imagine you're trying to get saved, and you got your like Confederate flag, you got your like, you know, MAGA and stuff like that. Six more years.
But so it's a Thotorado, right? And they have their matcha latte that's triple iced, extra pump of vanilla, super, I don't know, whatever they order, okay? They pull up. You have all your little propaganda, your facsimiles, your paraphernalia. They go, oh, bro, I can save you, bro, but you're going to have to leave that behind. Look, you got to be woke. I mean, I know right now you might feel really tired because you're really sleepy. You're really letting the system get the better part of you. This matcha latte, yeah, it may have set me back $15.73, but bro, it's non-GMO. It's
Extra mantra. You know?
Biden certified, bro. Like, you just need it. So get woke with me, but you gotta leave it all behind. Maybe strip down to your underwear.
And then what would the Patriot? You think the Patriot? What would they say? They wouldn't go in, huh?
I mean, the Patriot would have a MAGA thong on, and he would have to forcefully take it off. Or, leave
Or
it
maybe
on.
he doesn't tell him, right?
Yeah, yeah.
He gets in the back seat, and then when
And
little
then he
guy's driving,
undresses.
he strangles him with that, you know?
With the MAGA thong, you know?
Yeah. Magathon? Wouldn't that be nice? It's kind of like the HBK.
It's for all the body positivity people, okay?
It's
Because
kind
it's
of
MAGA sized.
it's kind of like the Rikishi thing that had like the
For the frills or whatever.
the stripes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like that, and it's Confederate stripes.
It's the good old
And they
red
are
and
not-
blue and
they're
white. So what's your story, bro? Tell me.
No, that would be the MAGA guy. You know, the Confederate. Once he kidnaps a guy, he tapes him in the back, and he's a bro. And talk like that, like a redneck. Talk like that, no, like,
redneck
like
or
a
the
redneck.
bro?
But you're like a redneck, but you're making fun of the bro. You know, the bro's in the back.
The clock out in the back is like, bro, you must get in. You gotta be woke. You can't be doing none of this Trump stuff. Trump 2024. You mean Biden 2024? Fucking moron. Subaru. I'm about to crash this off the cliff with him in the back trunk. I hope Eminem writes a song about that, Kim.
That's pretty good.
Thank you.
The Oscar goes
Need an
to.
Oscar. I've proven it time and time again.
Maybe we gotta pick a new character like that. Then he's like a MAGA bro or something like that. You know?
MB, MAGA bro.
I'm telling you, man.
They're pulling the wool right over your eyes. That's why you're blind. You ain't woke. You just can't see.
You need a few more business partners, a few more business transactions. We need to get you a little bit more influence on Instagram there, partner.
Right now, the rates are crazy good. The rates are like 8.5% on your interest loans. Dude, it ain't no better deal, okay?
I opened up my crypto wallet. God darn it, I seen my sheep, but that thing went, through another solar system. I can't do it as good as host, but you get the point. I tried a little bit,
I like it. I appreciate it.
Good job.
But then they do that, and then, so they got the WRX,
Yep.
And then, what stuff are they going to be selling? Because that's the one thing that we didn't discuss.
Reiki stones is what they're called, or Reiki stones.
Oh, come on.
These are, bro, these stones are so good for your spirit and your energy. I can sense your chakras are blocked, okay? First, we're going to get you an enema and a suppository so you can clean out that colon really, really good. And then you just put this opal stone right on your left temple and you fall asleep for 7 hours and you're going to wake up a new man.
So they're going to do door-to-door chakra?
Yeah,
So they're gonna
door-to-door
do?
chakra selling with Reiki stones.
So maybe we're going to put this new character to
Is
the
this
test.
gonna be a coffee enema or just like a regular enema?
Well, we're going to find out here in a second. So maybe me and Alice,
We have several options.
maybe me and Alice we're a good Hispanic couple. You think so? Maybe, or you want to be the mom?
I mean, am I not always the mom?
Do you want to be the mom? And I'll be, maybe I'm someone we both got here from Mexico, And you're trying to get your cell. You get this cell, you get your Subaru. Okay?
Okay, so I have a quota to meet. Okay.
How do
Yes,
I
you
make
can-
it into 3 cameras?
So we just need the 2, right?
Or I mean, like, how do I make it in both scenes?
Oh,
Onto
man,
one.
we're going to have to flip through them. Just back and forth.
Okay,
By we,
I
he
didn't
means
even think
you.
about it.
that's why I'm the woman, I guess.
Okay, so maybe. Okay, so.
Okay, go. Let's do this. I got this.
Okay, what's gonna be our names? Maybe can my name? Can I be Raymundo?
Yeah, you can be Raimundo.
Okay,
I'll be Consuela.
Consuela. And what's gonna be yours? You're like the ultimate.
What
MAGA
would be
bro.
the old Eric? Is that a good
Eric
MAGA
is
bro
definitely
name?
a MAGA.
think so?
Wait, am I a MAGA or the macho, the Subaru dude?
Yeah, you're the Subaru
The
dude.
Subaru dude. Okay.
But you don't want to be the redneck Subaru dude, like that's.
Wait,
I thought we were just doing
no,
the...
Redneck was mimicking the Subaru dude.
Okay.
Yeah. He was gonna kill him.
So you're gonna be
'Cause he's too
Chakra. Your name's gonna be like Chakra Chico or something like that. Like Chico. You don't think that's a good name?
Chico's too Mexican. I gotta be
Yeah?
white.
Yeah, Eric. Derek. Derek's a perfect...
Oh, Derek's pretty
Name.
good.
Chakra Derek?
Yeah, Chocolate Derek.
Okay.
Chakra's by Derek.
Raimundo and Consuela.
Raymundo. Okay, so your mom, you go to your scene first. 'Cause you're at the door.
Okay. I'm at the door? Oh,
Yeah. So
he
you're
has to
the
knock.
I knock then.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Hold up.
Let me know when you're ready.
Go ahead. Sí, bueno.
Buenos dias, gracias, mucha agua. My name is Chakra Derek. Okay, what's your name, ma'am? Are you a man? What do you identify? Let me get your pronouns first before I start going any further.
Mi nombre es Consuela.
Your nombre is Consuela?
Yes.
Consuela, okay. Do you have the patriarch? Maybe you're a little bit oppressed. Do you have the patriarch of the household here as well? I would love to speak to both of you because this is going to be an offer you just can't refuse, bro.
Raimundo, ven para acá. ¿Qué estás diciendo?
Mami.
Bro is also non-binary, okay, ma'am? Man. Whatever you are.
Hey, ¿qué pasó, mamá?
O sea,
Chakra Derek here, sir.
Me está diciendo algo y no sé de qué está hablando.
Hey, what's going on, man?
So, I met your lovely wife, Consuelo. Bro.
Hey, what is your name?
My name is Chakra Derek. Sir. Chakra Derek.
Chakra Daddy.
Yeah, exactly. I don't eat dairy though. I'm lactose intolerant. I live a vegan lifestyle. Sir, what's your name?
Chakra Daddy.
Nombre.
Like,
Your nombre. Yoro nombre. Please.
Yeah, I'm a man.
Your nombre.
No,
please.
hombre. Sí, hombre.
Okay.
Raimundo.
Raimundo and Consuela. Those are badass names, bro. Let me tell you, you're gonna love what I have for you today.
Yeah, but what do you want, man? I'm trying to play some GTA.
No, chill, bro. This is exactly why I'm here. Look, you guys are immigrants. You rushed over into the promised land, bro, and I'm gonna tell you.
¿Qué? Dice que inmigrantes. Este puto dice que somos inmigrantes.
You guys are no putos here, okay? No putos. I'm celibate right now. I'm going through a journey, a spiritual one, with these chakra stones, okay? I'm trying to get my Subaru Outback WRX Steakhouse, and I really need you to comply and help me.
Hey, you know what, Mahomes? I don't know, man. You're kind of weird, man. I get a weird vibe from you,
Bro,
man.
I'm telling you, this is going to be like the best deal of your life. You're not going to know what you're going to be missing until you've already missed it.
La puerta.
It's gonna be-
Yeah, my mom says, she doesn't even, she don't trust
Mucha
you.
hombre tortillas. No, oh God.
No?
Now I've got to call my manager and tell him. Oh,
Okay.
man.
He's calling his manager. Close the door. Cierra la puerta ya.
Ciérrale.
Chinga tu madre.
God. Oh, I hope he picks up.
Hey, what's going on, Derek?
Mr. Johnson, this is Chocolate Derek. You hired me the
Yeah,
other
hey,
week.
stop calling yourself Chocolate Derek. Derek, I know it's
you
you.
really need to slow down. This is a really chill company.
All right, what's
and this
going
is
on?
Exactly why I wanted to be on board. And right now, you're really throwing off my vibe and my
Well,
chocolate.
you know, you're
network
very
is
sensitive.
being
You always talk
disturbed.
about Native Americans being, you know,
Look,
you
bro,
need empowerment. Don't bro me.
Bro,
You
I
said
could
you
go
wanted
to
to be
so many
salesman of
other
the month. You
companies,
got what
okay?
it takes or not?
Dude, I went up to this house. I think I'm not sure what they are. They could be some escaped refugees, maybe from Ethiopia.
Okay,
They
so
were
what
saying-
does that have to do with the cell?
They were saying chimichangas and tortillas and things like that, bro. I can't even wrap my head around it. They had really cool names like Raimundo and Consuela, but
Oh, Consuela, you know what? She's actually calling me right now. She's just one cell away from
No.
getting the WRX.
Consuela's
She's one of our top
working
bilingual
for it.
specialists.
She's espionage, bro. The system is rigged.
So, you
That's
know,
why
I'm gonna
I
let you
will
go.
Never
Consuela, she's
get
on the phone
ahead.
right now.
The system, it's systemic racist. No, bro. Oh.
Bueno, Consuela.
Sí, bueno.
Hey, how's it going, Consuela?
Muy bien, gracias.
Hey, so I showed up, that fuckface Derek showed up at the house.
Yeah,
right?
he did. And he was talking about chakras, and then he offended me when he asked me what I was.
Yeah,
O
he
sea,
doesn't know you're the pop salesman?
Yeah, he didn't know, no sabía. So
Well,
I had
you
to play it off. Como que, you know, como que no sabía nada.
Well, just open the door really quick, and then
Uh-huh.
just let him know that he's fired.
Okay, I can do
And
that.
he's not getting the WRX.
Okay.
Man, I can't believe it. I wanted this.
Excuse me, Derek.
Consuela, what happened to your accent, girl?
Derek, I just need to let you know that, sir, you are fired from chakra.
Oh my god, this can't be. I felt a disturbance in the chakra early this morning. It
Okay,
must have been
chakra.
telling me.
Derek, those chakras don't even work.
Okay,
They don't even work, Derek,
Oh my
okay?
God.
Just grab your stuff and go in your little Subaru and go.
I've been hoodwinked. I'm gonna go jump off a cliff with no bungee cord or parachutes.
And that's it. You know what I mean? That's what happens if you...
Dead.
No more Subarus.
Come on. man.
Basically, what we're trying to tell you is that if you want a Subaru, eventually at some point in your life, you're gonna
You're
put
gonna die.
it Fuku Harakiri, okay?
Yeah, Heart of the Dragon's actually here today.
Oh, yeah, he's in the back of me. Oh, I'm in the way.
Yeah.
But that's usually what happens. So you try to sell, and then it ends up being a lesbian Mexican lady. She outsells you. You know what I mean, huh?
Yep. Because she doesn't discriminate. She'll offer that clam to anyone.
Oh, yeah. And she'll give you like a deal, you know?
Yep.
She steals some of the stuff that you guys are trying to... The refurbished stuff, she's like, oh, I'll throw you a side of this, you know?
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Derek comes with one stone. You know? Come on, Derek. For
It's
$80.
hard to outsell a criminal.
Oh,
By
yeah.
criminal, I mean Latino. You know?
And by Latino, you mean Alice.
Yeah.
Word.
Alice, you've never done like door-to-door sales or something like that?
No, I can't do it.
No?
I tried sales once, but because I'm not really of a people person, like I suck at it. And it was sales through the phone, so I imagined it would be easier because I don't have to see them. I sucked at it.
What were you trying to
Was
sell?
it outbound or inbound calling?
It was outbound.
So even worse.
Yeah.
What were you trying to sell?
We're actually, no, we were selling. I don't know. I can't remember exactly.
That's why you were in a awful sell. You don't even know what you were
Yeah, I
selling.
don't remember what I was selling. And half the time I just pretended. And then they came to the point where the Spanish department started. And I only went into the Spanish department because the person that was running the Spanish department was super fine. And we ended up owning. And then nothing lasted. Or like the Spanish department didn't even last long.
Well, you ended up paying bumper clams. You guys don't
You
get
guys
to bone
destroyed the
each other.
Spanish department?
Basically.
You imploded because of you guys?
Yeah.
She was
didn't even-
basically Derek, you know?
She was the submarine, okay?
Oh, but that sounds pretty hot. You don't think so, Alice?
Does sound very odd, actually. Yeah.
Yeah. It was a good moment.
Are you still friends with her?
No, she went back to Minnesota.
Oh, come on.
She might be back now. You know?
She's back, yeah. Maybe I'll look her up.
Check your local Walmart, okay? Let us know if you've seen her. What was her name? It was probably something weird, you know?
No, it was like a simple name.
Alessandra or something like that. A name like that, you know?
No, I can't remember. Maybe
Landeria.
must not have been
Candelaria.
important.
It's like, bro. What the hell is that? even mean?
Mesopotamia,
Yeah.
Sino.
Mesopotamia. You ancient bitch. Come on.
Mesopotamia, Assyria, Gonzalez.
De la Cruz.
That was actually your last name, Gonzalez.
Yeah, use my powers.
Come on, us. You know? But,
So fucking good at this.
you know?
So good. Oh.
You know, one thing that's a little bit weird being outside is that it's like your timer's almost a little bit off. You know what I mean? Because it's all of a sudden it's very dark. It's getting very
See,
dark.
I wonder if they can see it
It's
on
dark.
my.
There's dogs barking in the
Oh, yeah,
background.
you guys can kind of
Yeah.
see it's a little dark.
I don't want to be too wild because there's people around who might
Vampires
hear
are
us.
walking by. You know?
Yeah.
We are also in a white neighborhood, and we are brown.
Yeah. We're browned.
Brown?
From the sun, guys, okay?
Oh, yeah.
We have a little bit of
little
melanin. Yeah. Somebody buy me. I'm crispy and delicious.
Oh, but somebody that's crispy and delicious. Maybe she can tell us. Alice, she said she's going to do something this week.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You can invite people, Alice, or
Yeah, I
people
can definitely
can't get
invite
invited.
people. People are definitely more than welcome to come. I don't have the address, but we can post it when we do the comments. So this week I'm doing a church Bible summer school, and it's we're talking about the armor of God, and we're gonna be obviously dressed as knights, and hopefully my king could show up, but probably not. Anyway, so that's what we're doing. You guys are welcome to come. It's Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, 6 to 9 p.m. If you have kids, you're more than welcome to bring your kids. And yeah.
So what's it? Summer school, like, so that means like for the people that got held back for church, like in the
No,
last
not-
semester, or what happens? Like the people that didn't pay attention?
No, it's more like a get together. It's not really like a summer school, but that's kind of what we call it. It's just like them learning more about
Oh yeah.
the specific part of the Bible.
Okay.
It's a mortal hell for the people that have sinned way too much. That's their version of hell on
in the
earth.
summer.
Yeah, that's their
Dude,
punishment.
they go to church
okay?
Wednesday, Thursday,
That's-
and Sunday. You know?
They got the penance, and that's their punishment.
Oh yeah. Do you think? Could you imagine teaching the slow? Is there slow classes for people that are like? Where do the handicapped people go to church?
They don't need to go to church.
Yeah, they're blessed.
They have immediate satellite signal to God Himself.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they're angels. I love handicapped people.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
do.
But you know, I
That's
think
why
you might
you're
be true.
loved
'Cause
so much.
What's that? Did they do what she loves me?
I said that's why you're so loved, BB.
You know, come on. I think a couple of cameras, you know?
Yeah.
I'm talking to the Lord himself, okay? But, you know, I was going to say, I don't think I've ever seen a handicapped person at a church.
I have.
Really?
I don't
What
think I
church
have.
do you go to?
The Church of Jesus Christ. Come on, Alice.
A lot, especially in the Spanish ones.
Oh,
Yeah, I've
wow.
They're
seen
the helpers
several,
up there.
Really?
Yeah.
And where do they put them? Like in the front? In
Yeah,
the
they're
back,
the
or-
helpers. They're like the altar boys.
Oh, okay. You know what? I think I have. I might seen some people that carry the limosna.
Yeah.
They're like the handicapped people.
Yeah.
Yeah. That maybe they do it to get more money. You don't think so, Alice?
Maybe, yeah. It's like oh, it goes to a
just
good
prop.
cause, you know? Yeah. They're plants. It's a psyop.
Ah. But what disability do you think you would have? If you could have one, host, would you,
If I could have a disability, what
I mean,
would it
mine's
be?
obviously dyslexia.
like a real one, Alex, not one
That
that you
is
can
real.
fix? You know?
Not
You
one
can't
because you're
fix
too
that.
lazy to read, you know? I mean, look, I think everyone's going to start picking autism, and they shouldn't.
Because, no, everybody has it now, supposedly.
Yeah, well,
you know?
everyone wants it now.
Oh, I'm autistic.
Why does someone want to be autistic?
Well, they
Because they
say
think,
that.
well, because it's like a gateway to be a genius, but like that's severe autism. And I think people are, when they find out what causes it, they're going to give their kids, like when the women are pregnant, I promise you, there's going to be people, men and women, that make their kids autistic just to hopefully gamble on a genius. But let me go back to the question of handicap.
Like a blind person, you wouldn't want to be a blind person.
I would hate
sometimes?
being blind.
Yeah.
I love art too much. I like seeing colors and like shapes and things.
I was gonna say I want to be deaf, but no, I like music too much.
Yeah, but you can still feel it, right?
Yeah,
the
I like the
vibrations?
vibrations, but that's still like not good enough for me. Like I need to hear the music. I mean, as much as I love talking, of the three, I would rather just be a mute. Because I could still hear music, I could still see things, watch movies. I just would either use my phone or talk like I'd learn American Sign Language.
So mutes, they really can't even like make any noise out of their throat.
I mean,
If I'm
sure
talking
they
about
could
full
grunt.
mute, I mean, you can probably hear like,
Yeah.
you're not going to be formulating sentences right out the gate.
Why can't they do that? What's broken in their?
Their vocal
It could be their
cords.
vocal cords.
Oh, really? They don't have any?
Well, they could be completely snapped.
Oh man. And they can't fix them or anything like that.
Some I think they can, and some like they've made some good advancements, but it's still like pretty bad.
Maybe you wanna be in a wheelchair, Alice?
Yeah, I'm down to be in a wheelchair.
Yeah, I think a wheelchair would be nice. Sometimes you don't think so, Alice?
I'm also down to like get my knees chopped off.
Oh
And
yeah,
have,
have
What is it called?
yeah.
The
One of
peg
those-
leg?
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, a cool one with the boot, and dude, they always have the best sneakers. You know what I mean? Alice? You
They
look at
do.
those.
They're so fresh. Dude.
Like,
They do.
dude, look at those sneakers, man.
They
How did you
never
get that?
crease, you know?
They got the mannequin sneakers, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. That is true.
They don't crease.
Dude, so all the black community, if you're looking not to crease your shoes, you know, you're halfway there with diabetes, you know, chop your feet off. You know what I
Chop
mean?
that
huh?
knee off. Let's
A couple
go.
Polynesians, but Polynesians, they don't take care of their sneakers. Have you seen some of the Polynesians with sneakers, dude?
They only wear sandals.
Oh man, it looks like a freaking, semi truck with the tire blew out. It's about to blow out when they're, you know what I'm talking about? Like, they like, the Polynesians, dude, they
kid.
stand and their sneakers go like, they're like the Subaru WRX. The wheels are going like this.
And the wheels don't go
Like to the
round and
side. You're
round.
like, dude, how are you walking on your ankles? You know? Like, how does that work? You know? And even their shoes, like, only one part of the shoes eroded to where it's like completely caved in. You know what I'm talking about? It's like, dude, have you not noticed? Like, go on a
It
golf cart
started
and
off as a Jordan, a couple letters wore off. It's an and one now.
it's like, dude, you know? And it's just like, they're out there walking like Subaru Foresters. You know what I mean? It's like, come on, man.
It's like they got defective wedges, you know, instead of the wedge being front to back, it's from side to
yeah,
side.
dude, come on, man. But yeah, maybe that's what they
A
should
couple
do.
roof shingles sitting on their feet.
You know exactly what I'm talking about, right?
Like, oh, are you a roofer? You know?
Yeah.
That's really hot outside.
Come on, man.
Putting on roof tiling. You
Yeah,
know?
but maybe that's why they don't wear nice shoes, you know? They always got their sandals and stuff like that. Because sandals you can't tell.
Yeah.
You know?
Unless their foot's wider than the sandal.
Oh yeah, no, that's most of the time. You know what I mean? It looks like- dude, you see like the foot, dude, if you see a Polynesian foot just freaking come out, it's like a tsunami riding a sandal. You know what I mean? It's just like a wave, it's just like this coming out of the sandal. You're like, dude, you know what's going on? That little poor sandal, dude. The middle of the toe is just like
10 pounds down, but
He's barely holding it, you know what I mean? It's like a flosser and a whale or something like that, you know? It's just like, oh man, it's that poor
The
sandal.
floss and the well.
And somehow it's like a 10-year-old sandal, you know? They always find like
because it's rubber from a tire, you know? They just,
it just started as a tire that they put in their on their foot.
Oh shit.
look here, brother.
Get out of here, man. With the freaking Dickie shorts, you think so? and that's the same ones that they wear every single day, you know?
Yeah.
Like in the summertime, man, and the smell, whoo, some of that Kahlua pig.
So like horse showing up out of nowhere.
Horse radish, you think so?
Smells like the Kentucky Derby out here.
You know?
And I don't see any horses racing.
I'm like, steer manure this way. You think so? Come on.
Hey, relax.
But yeah, but maybe that's a good one, Alice. Maybe we, cut our legs off. I've always maybe wanted to have one of those hook hands too, like
A hook hand?
you know how they're like
For the
peeling
left hook.
the right hook and the sandy hook. Dude, imagine having the sandy hook handle. Oh, come on.
Imagine having a hand in the sandy hook.
Oh.
And look, Captain Hook in Peter Pan, he went to beaches to hunt down Peter. There had to be sand on the hook.
Oh yeah. How much you think? I mean, technically, if you think about it, they make the hook with sand, right?
Yeah, because it's
Molten sand.
Yep, it's
Obsidian?
melted obsidian, melted rock. Okay.
An obsidian hook. Now, host, I feel like if you had a hook, you would put like cool pins or cool stickers on your hooks.
I would.
You feel like you got
I
to.
decorate it.
Yeah, like you have like a cool things. A couple origamis. A couple Ninja
I'd probably
Turtles.
get a claw.
Huh?
I would get a claw.
Alice just walks with a giant chicken finger.
No, she has that. What do they call it? The gopher thing?
Oh, yeah.
That the
One
old
of
people
those.
use.
Oh,
to
yeah.
get people to come. It's a gopher.
The claw. Dude, imagine Alice is going on a chicken fence with the claw.
Dude, she would go wild.
I
Like,
bet
yeah,
she would,
right
yeah.
there, this is that, that's that.
She's trying to escape.
She really grabbed her by the pussy. Trump 2024.
Let's go.
Yeah. What are we in time? Are we maybe in time for some introduction?
Yeah, we're 36 minutes in.
36 minutes in.
We're
you think
good for
so?
introductions. Not the full squad. Some of them perished in the house
Yeah.
fire. Unfortunately. I mean, the one who started it is burnt in there himself.
He's having
Karma has come full
He's having a
circle.
blast though, you know what I mean? He's just walking, burning in there.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah! How the Germans laugh us?
Is that really how they laugh?
I don't fucking know.
I need to be a German.
Say it again, host.
See, the house is burning!
You know what? We got a couple people. You think so, host?
Yeah, we have a
We saved a few.
We got a
Yeah.
couple sisters. Jimmy, dude, he was taking too much space. We're like, Jimmy, relax, okay? But we got here, maybe we'll start with the canary yellow. You think so, host?
Yeah, canary yellow.
If you want your stomach to unmellow, what happens, host?
Well, she can open that up and let out a big bellow. Mellow yellow. Soon
A
that
bellow
fetus is
below.
rolling on the ground. Below the belt.
The below the belt babe?
The below the belt.
Bonita? Apple bomb.
The below the belt geisha. Okay?
Gaisha, come on.
Geisha. She
the black
identifies as
community.
dark black. Yeah. Look, all we know is if your gazoon's a little tight,
Oh, yeah, man. You have to call somebody to, make it right. You think
you
so?
make it right. Because look, all I'm going to tell you is she gives you a nice and slice surprise.
Okay?
Our mobile abortionist, Nissan Hatake Auramoto.
Okay, and then behind her, it's like a collaboration. They're maybe going to drop something special,
They might. It might be a baby,
Oh,
They might drop a baby.
But maybe they are working on making the ultimate baby, right?
Yeah.
Like one that's not a real baby, but it's like a robot baby. Maybe
And
they're making a
it
robot
can
baby.
work nonstop.
Yeah. Without needing breaks.
Pedophile friendly, you think so?
Without crying about the working conditions. My fingers are bleeding.
Oh, yeah. You know what I
Put
mean?
that iPhone together.
But she is the queen of business partners, of business transactions.
Yep.
The other half of the
Saipan
sister. From where is she, Alice?
Melissa's Factory.
The one and only Melissa
Melissa
Samwukan Carter. And maybe now we're going to go below Melissa.
We'll
you
go
know?
below Melissa.
I don't think he's here today, because it's so hot.
It's way too hot
too
in the
hot.
heat
The
wave.
burning, maybe he took
He
the
probably
day
melted.
off. He said, "Oh, we didn't invite me to the barbecue." He was saying, you only saw the episodes there, right?
Yeah.
Saying we're gonna have a barbecue this day, right?
Yep.
Right.
And did he show up? Have you seen that?
Absolutely not.
And now he's trying to be a victim, right?
Yep.
Did Ben get a nice sweet shirt?
I
Did he?
hope so.
Did you guys give it to him already?
Hobby was supposed to take it.
Oh.
you know. But below Melissa, you know, we got the Kosher King,
Yep.
the Krav Maga King,
Oh.
you know, the Protector. You think so?
Yeah, the soldier has gone asunder, but it is our very own
Larry,
The Winter Soldado. Okay, and on top of Larry, to the right of host in real life, to the left of host on screen, you got the one and only, the dark one, host Beefy.
666
La Bestia. And introducing, standing at 6'23" and 6'75" centimeters, residing from Ponce, Puerto Rico. Saludo a Parque de las Bombas, the undisputed champion of the world, the Butter Pecan Puerto Rican. José Antonio.
Alberto Santiago de Los Ángeles Pagán Hill.
Come on, man, let's go. And then who else do we have? Are you going to introduce somebody in the front?
Oh, well, we'll introduce somebody to the
Okay.
front. You might see them. They're leagues in front of me.
They're posing in front of the light, very
They
nice.
are.
In both life accomplishments and distance.
The life of Pablo.
She is being held because she has no feet. And funny enough, we were talking about amputees. She is an amputee. She is also a transplant from the native community, dream seeker, nightmare chaser. We have our very own holding her. It's someone who's very near and dear to our hearts for very many reasons. He's actually the one that alerted us of the fire that has commenced, but he is Jose's caregiver, his healthcare expert. When Jose needs a pill, or is ill and he needs a pill,
He's got the pill to Ibiza, you know, because sometimes they say heat advisories in your area, watch out for extreme heat. When there's a heat advisory in your area and you need to watch out for extreme heat, you get a couple Gatorades from the store, but they're Gatorade Zeros. When you get a couple Gatorades from the store, but they're Gatorade Zeros, you start talking about Subaru WRXs and Nissan Maximas. When you start talking about Subaru WRXs and Nissan Maximas, you start talking about power poses. When you start talking about power poses, you start talking about people with really bad pediatric issues. When you start talking about people with very bad pediatric and podiatric issues, you start talking about Polynesians. When you start talking about Polynesians, you start talking about their defective footwear and their really bad thong sandals. When you start talking about defective footwear and their very bad thong sandals, what happens, host?
their feet start to get burned. And when their feet start to get burned, they start to panic. When they start to panic, they can't be feeding themselves or their family, so their family starts to also burn. And when their family starts also burning because they can't feed themselves or their family, they start to see something in the night sky. And by the night sky, I mean the day sky. And when they start to see something in the night sky, and by the night sky, I mean the day sky, which I mean the night sky, which is the sun, they start to see the heat advisory. And the heat advisory leads us back to heat check.
Whoa! Check. Whoa!
And when you get the heat check advisory,
Whoa!
you get frightened. When you get frightened, you get scared. When you get scared, you get the goosebumps. When you get the goosebumps,
you get
el
heebie-jeebie,
Filomeno, el
hibernation. And last, you want to introduce
Lastly, but not least, the queen of our
the
empire.
queen, my mother.
On the ones and twos, even outside, you
Oh,
can
yeah.
catch her.
The
She
ones-
ices anyone who tries to step up to her.
The original Ice Spice
Our very own beauty and cutie, okay?
with the booty.
And leading candidate for Employee of the Year, our very own Ice Agent Alice. Emphasis on the ice.
She's
Hi,
got
guys.
the whistle. What is Alice? To make your, the pistol
Oh,
to make your
that
pussy
pussy
whistle. It's a beautiful day. You think so, huh? But now maybe we can get a couple holidays. You think so?
Oh, I didn't even pull them up.
Huh?
I didn't even pull them up.
Well, with the internet, you know?
Windows tab.
No, I got it.
She's got it, you know? Because it's, I don't know, there's starting to be a lot of crazy bugs that are out here in the middle of the Mediterranean. You think so?
And they're from the Mediterranean. They're refugees, okay?
Yeah, we're starting to see a couple bugs. What else? Can you describe maybe what are we seeing here else with the people?
If you guys have
Maybe
ever
they're,
seen the 80s phenomenal classic movie, Steven Spielberg, E.T., Extraterrestrial, and you remember the scene where he's riding in front of the moon with ET on his bike, and you see the outline and the silhouette of many evergreen trees. That's literally our skyline right now. We see evergreen trees on the blue backlit background with the moon in the sky.
And a senior center. Can you see how beautiful it is, Hoss?
Yep. They would represent ET in this situation.
The seniors?
Yep.
ET phone home.
They want to go home. They want to die. They're sick of being in a retirement home because their families have abandoned them and no one comes to say hi to them.
We need to remake ET, but with senior citizens.
We'll do it.
You know? Can you believe it? Like that, like a modern ET.
Yep.
But it's like with senior citizens that got abandoned by their families, and they drop the senior citizen off, and he's got maybe dementia, you know? And maybe Alice, she can be the CNA, right?
Yeah.
And she goes to visit the senior. What do the seniors? What do they say? Hey, how's it going, Mr. Jeffries?
Who are you?
Mr. Jeffries. I'm here to.
How do you know me?
I'm here to check on you to see if everything's good with your pillow, your bedding. Is everything good?
Where's my son?
What do you mean, your son? This is where you live now, Mr. Jeffries.
No, my son Michael.
Michael.
He said he'd visit me. He said he'd bring me Jamba Juice with a power booster.
I don't know. We never heard of a Michael as your son, Mr.
Oh, you must have forgotten about me. God, please take me. I'm sick of being
No,
on
Mr.
the
Jeffries,
show.
you're in a good spot here. We take good care of you.
I don't want to be here. I don't want to be here.
Oh, it's from my heart.
Do you want to phone home? Mr. Jeffries, you want to
Please,
phone home?
God, I don't want to be here anymore. Please.
Mr. Jeffries, you're going to be okay, Mr.
I'm
Jeffries.
not fucking good. I wish I could like mimic his intro music right now. I don't know. I know I can hear his sound. Chris Benoit. Feel free to Google
Oh,
him.
man. That was pretty nice to see Mr. Jeffries. He was so kicking, you know?
Yeah. Not too hard though,
But that's what would happen when you
because
know when
the
they phone home.
Parkinson's set in, weakens the muscles.
But instead of the bike, maybe they do it on the what is it? That little electric.
The gypsy
The
motor
jazzy,
scooter.
you know?
Yeah.
They go in the jazzy, they go on there. Eat abuelita phone home, mijo. You know?
Yeah, ET senior phone home. No, ET phone senior home. Bad bending.
Oh man, that would be cool. And then like maybe one of the songs it could be like you used to call me on my cell phone. You know?
No, you used to call me on the landline.
Elena, when you need my
Late night when you need money.
Yeah.
Because their kids are greedy and they only want them for their money.
Oh, yeah. That's
They don't care
because
about their parents.
they're trying to pay the Nissan Maxim. You think so?
Yeah. Good call.
Oh yeah, dude, that's what they always do. There, you know, that's how they scam the grandma. Oh, grandma, they're gonna repossess my car. You know, Charlie, Dontavius, Aaron, you know, Rodrigo, and you know, Keontae. You know.
They blew my back out, and ironically, they also blew the tires off my car.
Yeah, so that's what happens. Maybe Alice, she's pulled up the holiday shed, or maybe we
Yeah.
can keep on going. Okay.
I got it. Sorry.
Now that I made you cry, okay? It's that beautiful.
But shout out
sight
to all the
photos.
abuelitos. You think so? And abuelitas, you think so?
Shout out to all
They
of
can
you.
come hang out with us. You think so?
I
I mean,
welcome
obviously,
it.
you hung out with them.
I hung out with a couple abuelitos. You know what I mean? I'm trying to get a pension myself. You think so?
Yeah, of course.
That is a goodwill, if you know what I mean.
Goodwill Hunting.
Yeah.
Speaking of retards, what's up?
Okay. I'll allow it because you're my king.
No, not you. You've never seen Goodwill Hunting?
Yeah, I have.
Yeah, he's a retard.
Oh, he is?
I mean, he's a genius. He's so retarded, he's genius.
Oh, so he has autism.
Yeah, some form of that.
Okay. So today's national holiday. Let's see if we got it. Hold up. I don't know if you guys can see it. Pero today's national holiday is Nelson Mandela International Day.
Oh, come on. Nelson Mandela. You think so? Come on.
He got
man.
canceled because he has the name man in his name.
Yeah.
You can't do that anymore.
Now it's Daydella. You know what I mean? Come on, man. Nelson Daydella?
Nelson Valvella. Nelson Favela.
Oh, yeah. Nelson Daldella. Dude, could you imagine how much of a jerk you would be? Hey, I'm Nelson Daldella, you know? Governor of the southern region of Africa.
My pronouns are South African.
And he's white, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He would be like the guy that the guy that does the spells in the MMA.
Israel Adesanya.
Yeah, he would walk up to him. He'd like, "What's up, my nigga?"
Chris Duplessis or something like that. Yeah, Duplessis.
Yeah.
He's a South African guy.
Yeah, and
That was a good fight. Well, that fight that led up to that conversation was good.
So that's what he would be. You know what I mean? Nelson Daldella. Oh man, he would be. What else would he do? Dude? Nelson Daldella, I feel like he would have like maybe poodles. He would have like the things that they hate in Africa as pets. You know, like maybe he would drive. Like what did they drive in? Maybe he would have a Jeep because over there, you know, they got like.
They drive little motorcycles with 3 seats in the back.
They do.
They're called bobas.
Bobas.
Yeah, something like that.
Asians drink bobas. And we wonder why the Asians are heading
Oh,
their
yeah.
life. You know, they're
And
weird.
Mexican American girls, what are they?
Bobas.
Pendejas, mensas, idiotas,
And black people, you know, they call their brothers. What do they call them?
bradas.
They're babas.
Soda.
Yeah, but they would drive like so how would you think you can make an African mad, you know? Like what would you drive? Like maybe, dude, I think maybe a Mini Cooper. You don't think so? You drive
that would piss them
a
off.
Mini Cooper in Africa, dude. Imagine you pull up to the safari. I got my Mini Cooper Club, man. It's all terrain, you know.
The Countryman edition.
Dude, dude, a hippo could probably. Could you imagine, dude? Who would win, a hippo or a freaking Mini Cooper Clubman? You
10
think
out
so?
of 10 to hippo.
Come on, man.
And we're talking about the actual wildlife animal, not,
You know, not the guys that I was talking about with their tires.
not some Fashion Nova model.
Yeah, no, we would do. So you do that. Imagine just you take there and then they got their tiny wheels. You know, you're gonna take it in the what do they call it? Oh, the Sahara. What do they call their desert? The Great Dunes. What the hell do they call them?
The Serengeti.
Jumanji, the Serengeti.
Oh, I was gonna say, isn't it the Congo? But that's
I mean, that works too.
Hey, shout out to Kamala, okay? Yeah, but could you imagine, dude, their tiny wheels? They got like wheelbarrow wheels, I feel like, don't they?
Yeah.
Like the Mini Cooper.
They've got Tonka truck
They
wheels.
got like, dude, what kind of wheels? Dude, and then it's always like the ages they pay for that car like $80,000, you
Yeah.
know?
And then they stand back and fold their arms and look at it like, I love my Mini Cooper.
And then they always put up like too much stuff to that outpowers the Mini Cooper. Like they got like a bike rack on top, you know. Then they got like a camper on top of the Mini Cooper, you know, like a sleeper, so they can like it's like a fold-out camper.
Yeah.
It's like the Gypsies thing, but if it was a car, you know.
Yeah, and like the sandals of the Polys, the tires of the Mini Cooper can't handle it.
Oh, yeah.
Completely squashed. It looks like a little tidal wave, you know. It actually looks like it's skating on water.
It looks like it's running like this, like it's doing the military crawls, you know. When they do that at the Spartan races.
Yeah.
Dude, and then the engine, dude, it's a Fiat engine. Could you imagine? You're trying to run away from who are they trying to run away from in Africa? You know, a couple conies, a couple.
The cobalt miners.
Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, they probably like. Can you imagine? So you steal a Mini Cooper Clubman, and then you try to part it in Africa. They would be like, "How did the Africans talk?" Brother, what the hell is this? You know, like if I brought you the Mini Cooper Clubman, you know, to the Pirate Bay, you know, and I'm like, I got a prized possession. How much could you get me for this? Maybe I'm a British black guy, you know. Yo,
And who am I?
you're like one of the pirates of the Congo or something like that, you know. And I brought, hey brother, what's going on, brother? I brought you one of these Mini Cooper Clubman, man. This is off the walls. This is great, brother. I got this. How much do you think you could spare me some change for this, bro?
Why did you bring me this, man? I don't need to do no countryman, no clubman. We do not do Mini Cooper here.
These has nice. It's off the road. You can take it off road. It's got the nice thing on top, brother. You can. White people love the kind of cars. It has nice. It's all-wheel drive, brother. You can take it to the Congo. It drives so good.
No. This would be a disgrace to the Chadwick Boseman. R.I.P. to him, okay? We do not do this here. You can take it over to the Cameroonians. We will not have that here in Wakanda.
I just need some spare change, brother. You see, you just give me a little bit of change, make me an offer. You know, maybe you can use it as a seat. Maybe you can use it as a little, you know, auxiliary type of vehicle, ATV type of style out there for the desert, brother.
No. I will be sending my pirates after you if you do not get off of my property. And by property, I mean the entire motherland.
Come on. So that's what happened.
That's how it happened.
And that's how African
They
people.
don't want the Mini Cooper.
Yeah, and that's how you guys are mad why all the British people are mad why there's so many Africans in Great Britain. You know, that's
True.
what happens. That's how they get sent over. You know, with their Mini Coopers. That's why there's so many Mini Coopers in Britain. You know, that's why the seats are always on the wrong side. You know, because they're getting them from Africa. You know,
They're on the wrong
From the tourists.
continent. you
Yeah,
know,
they're no. So shout out to Nelson. And what is it? What was it?
Nelson
Mandela.
Mandela.
Mandela. But we got anything else to say? You think? Maybe Alice. She's got a couple words from Nelson Mandela.
Right, she should.
Not really.
Yeah.
No?
No.
No.
Ooh, okay, well,
No words
the
for
queen has
Nelson.
spoken.
Nope. But the next holiday is World Listening Day.
You know. And what can you tell us about listening, Alice?
Because I don't do it really well.
I think you don't think she does pretty good at.
I mean, you listen to me pretty nicely.
Yeah, because you
Yeah.
are my king.
Thank you.
Therefore, I will listen to you.
Maybe sometimes you think you can listen to me, Alice.
Yeah, sometimes.
You know who doesn't listen well? You told us a story before we started here.
Oh, I did tell you a
yeah,
story.
do you want to share with the people this story? Who doesn't listen well?
Well, so what was it? This weekend, my family got together, and my cousin has been watching the show. Shout out to my cousin Philo.
Just keep it on.
But she was talking to my dad, and she asked my dad where I worked, and my dad was like, "Oh, I don't know where she works, but it's a nice company." And then she brought up the fact that she was watching the show, and he's like, "What show? What are you talking about?" And so then he comes over and finds me. He's like, "You're on the show?" I was like, "Yeah, Dad. Where do you think I go every Tuesday? Like, do you think I just go off and run the night?" And then 2 weeks later, or 2 weeks from today, or last 2 weeks ago, he barely noticed my tattoo
On your neck.
on my
Yeah.
neck. Like, how can you not see this? This man.
Just like, when'd you get that?
Years ago, father. Yeah, he probably would have believed me too if I said that.
Probably, yeah.
You should have done. You should have told him a lie.
I should
Yeah.
have.
You should have guilt tripped him.
I should have.
Like, ever since I walked into that closet, you closed that door behind me and
Ever
never
since
looked
I
back.
told you I was gay, you just spaced out.
Alice, you never told your dad. Am I not the son you always wanted, father?
Well, he always calls me boy.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Come here, boy.
exactly like
He say
that. Yeah, he says, "Come here, boy."
I used my powers yet again.
Come on. Because you're always at their house. Come on.
Dad, what do you think he's the king
I've
for?
never heard Don Jose speak English before.
Mariano, okay? Come on. Don't talk about the Mariano like that, okay?
Get his name right.
Yeah.
I did. I'm not going to play pretend with him.
Yeah, that would be pretty
Next thing is
wild.
going to
Though.
identify as a wolf. I'm going to have to acknowledge that, you know?
Maybe we need to put a test together about Alice for Don Mariano to fill out. You know what I mean?
Someone's got to write it and then translate it for him too. So.
We'll make it in Spanish.
No, someone's got to write out the answers for him
What do you mean?
because he can't write.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
But he can fill. We can do multiple choice, and he can do a bubble fill in.
I don't think so.
No. So he's also illiterate.
No, he just
Maybe he couldn't read your tattoo on your neck. That's why you couldn't see it, Alice.
no. Because anytime I have to fill up a job description for him or a job application, I have to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is your offspring Alice a daughter or B a son?
Oh.
or C, handicap.
Oh, she can't read. She might be handicapped.
Well, that would be a cool test. You don't think so,
That would be a
Mariano?
fun test,
We
way
make
fun
one and
test,
see how
yeah.
much he knows Alice, you know?
And we should also do one for Karina
Karina?
and for her mom.
To see who he knows the best?
Yeah, well, no. To see who knows Alice the best. Is it Karina? Is it Doña Alicia? Or is it Don
But I feel
Jose?
like Karina would win.
You think?
Yeah.
No, Karina seems to forget a lot about
Oh, yeah, even her dog. We're going to say he has a tumor.
he just bumped his head.
Speaking of my sister, so I noticed that you like to hang out with my sister and not us.
Your sister?
Yeah,
When?
you guys went to the same concert together. And you
We
left
didn't go to the
like-
same concert together.
You went to the same concert though.
We were
there
at the same concert. There was millions of people at that concert.
No, I
Alice.
feel like you left me out. I feel like you left me and the king out.
Wow.
I went with people from Queens, New York. Shout out to Queens. We were out
I
there.
feel left out.
We were out
Oh,
there.
didn't take the queen, okay?
You didn't take me though.
Wow.
Are you against me?
I'm against gay people, okay? So I couldn't take you.
Well,
I would have been mocked, mother. Boy, how are you born out of this womb? I did not want to say I was embarrassed, but I was, mother. I always wanted to be your friends.
Off with your head.
Which head, my queen?
Both. I can't stand this side, mine.
Castrate and then cast away.
No, but I saw that she posted she was there. A lot of people posted that they were there, you know?
It seemed like there were a lot
But I didn't see a lot of people. I got pretty drunk, I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I got a little bit wild.
Okay.
But then they would
Did you
even...
smoke too?
Huh?
Did you smoke too?
I smoked chomps on the b-ball court, okay? Shout out to Kay the dog. Shout out to any of these guys. Go to weight down, credit up, and catch the hands, you know? If we do go off audio for a little bit, we will be back on, okay? We're running on batteries right now, you think so?
Yeah. We're running on fumes from the fire.
And they're Kroger brand batteries, okay, guys? It's not even Duracells. It's like the off-brand of the off-brand.
They're the ones from Congo, Africa. Shout out to you guys.
They came up with a Mini Cooper Clubman. Okay. You know, but what's the next holiday that we got, Alice?
The next holiday that we have is Insurance Nerd Day.
Hey,
I don't even know what that is, but okay.
insurance nerd. Maybe you
Well,
can tell us a
hopefully you
little
have some insurance for arson on your house.
Oh yeah, yeah. I hope you do too.
bit. Yeah, I have that.
Okay, good.
I'm currently uninsured, and that's about the extent of my knowledge of insurance.
Oh, so maybe you can go to Dr. Botch. He works with people with no insurance. That's what he
He does it?
specializes on.
He will rip them.
Dude, you go to
directly
Dr.
from my
Botch.
wallet.
Should you go to Dr. Botch, Oz?
I mean, I'm not against it, but
So you can meet him, dude.
or is he just a general practitioner?
And you guys can have a doctor off. Maybe we can have a sit down with Dr. Holt
Who's
and Dr.
the best doctor?
You can fight him for his job. You want spray, Alice?
No, can I get a Gatorade instead though?
Okay.
Without the Aderade.
Without parade. You know?
Can I just get the gay?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, but maybe you can meet Dr. Botch. I think you guys would get along.
Okay.
Maybe what would be funny is you talk to Dr. Botch in your African accent,
Yeah.
and you say you're from South Africa.
Good doctor. I am here today because I do not have insurance.
Yeah. And he'll be like, "Whoa, brother, where are you from?" Yeah. And then you tell him, "What?"
I am from the land of Mandela. My middle name is Nelson.
So you can you put him in a full Nelson? You think so?
I think I could.
You put Dr. Botch in a full Nelson.
I flew across the Bermuda Triangle and I came here to give you the armbar and the triangle.
Well, what if he puts you in a Chadwick Boseman? What do you think you would do? How would you escape that?
Well, because I am a doctor myself, I would find a cure for what diseases me and I would cure myself.
Oh, that would be pretty cool if you could do that if you were a doctor.
Yeah.
Dude, imagine if you were a doctor, you could probably just run your own tests on yourself instead of...
I would. I would actually have IVs in my own household. You know, like if I'm feeling a little bit down, I just
Feel a
hook
little
myself
ill?
up and just...
And you got a pill?
I'm gonna get my own pill to eat beats.
He said there was Filomeno, I have a Filomeno inside of a house, you know?
Yeah.
That would be pretty great.
You know, people have plants hanging from their ceilings and stuff. I have IV bags, okay?
He would put on his Instagram doing doctor things, you know?
Yeah.
Instead of Filomeno, their eyes are all red, they got IVs everywhere.
Yeah, I'd be like, fuck that lean shit. I got that morphine drip, you know? But yeah, anyways, that's all I have for insurance nerds. I don't know
Yeah.
what else to continue on with that.
We did one time try to sell insurance, remember?
Yeah,
Check
you
protect.
failed.
Yeah, I failed. No, remember?
You
For
failed.
Bart
your
Anderson?
account.
Oh yeah, because you kept saying Larson.
Yeah.
No, I wanted you. Larson is the cross guard.
Yeah.
You kept saying Anderson. I wanted
Yeah.
you to do Larson.
Yeah, and that was the password,
Yeah.
you know? And that was for cow insurance, remember?
I didn't remember what it was for.
It was
but
for
I
cow
did.
insurance. You
Yeah.
were trying to sell me cow insurance
Because you had
Okay.
mad cow disease.
for livestock, and because you could get how much money was it? It was like
No,
20
I wasn't
grand.
trying to sell you. You called in and wanted to.
Because I had a
change
claim because one of my cows died.
something. Yeah, I couldn't give because I'm like I needed you to
So
properly.
maybe now we can do the redeem. You think so?
No. 'Cause we already
Oh,
did it.
come on.
Absolutely not.
So
That
what
has
else?
coming past.
What else do we have then? Alice, about insurance? Have you ever had no insurance in your car?
No.
You got pulled over.
No,
No?
no. I've always had insurance.
Yeah. I feel like close you haven't had insurance for some reason.
Yeah, for a few months I didn't have insurance, and not because I couldn't afford it. I just didn't get around to it. I didn't care. Like I knew, and my dad's like, "You gotta get insurance on your car. It could get repo. You could have your license like revoked." I'm like, yeah, I'll get to it, and I just didn't.
Huh.
For how long?
For I want to say like 4 or 5 months.
Oh, really? And then it didn't
Dang.
cost more expensive, or was that a meh?
Say what?
It didn't like cost more expensive. It was more pricey when you.
Oh,
Oh, they didn't say, "Oh, your insurance lapsed." They didn't tell you that.
No, I mean, I think one asked, I'm like, I didn't have a car. What insurance would I have? They're like, oh, okay. You know.
Threat neutralized.
Yeah.
Well, let's see. Okay, but nothing else. I think about insurance. They don't got. A lot of people don't have insurance anymore. You know.
Yeah. They don't have cars.
Yeah. Now they're Uber.
Yeah.
Uber me fast.
We're gonna
you
do
know?
this the sharing economy.
Lift me up. You know.
And the sharing economy is more expensive than what you owning a car.
True.
Okay, but I poured down another Gatorade. Maybe how many more holidays we got, Alice?
We have one more.
Okay, we'll celebrate one more, and then we'll see how much battery we have left. You know.
Cool.
Yeah.
The last holiday is Islamic New Year's.
Somebody's, ending the day with a bang. You think so, Hoss?
Couple slims. You know?
A couple bang bang.
Bang bang! Bang bang! I give that a 9 out of 11.
It's
Shots
the
fired.
perfect movie. You think so?
And I forget their names. So when I see them walk by, I go, hi, Jack.
And what do they say back, Hoss? Why are you talking like a tumbler? They sound like they're walking around with my microwave. You think so, Hoss?
They walk around like they want to end the Second World War.
But honestly, let's, because we read the Quran, right, Hoss?
Yeah, we did.
Not the whole thing, but
This the
it counted, you know what I mean? Couple pages here and there, rearrange the pages a couple of ways.
No, I read the whole thing, okay? Front to back.
But let's be honest, I don't feel like they know
Left to right, because I hooked it in my hand with the
Oh,
left
go
hook,
on.
the
Right
right hook,
hook.
and also 9/11.
Come on, never forget, guys.
Always remember.
Okay? But what do they even do for... It doesn't seem like they throw a good party. You think so?
They
Islam?
don't.
Like, what do they do? Eat garlic, probably? You think so?
Yeah.
Hummus,
Baba ganoush.
baba ganoush,
ganoush.
Yeah.
Babosa ganoush, you think so?
Yeah. Lentil madras,
Oh, madrasos, you think so? They get a couple madrasos? Huh?
Yeah, for sure.
Because I don't think... Has anybody ever told you, oh, I'm going to invite you to a Muslim party or an Islam party?
Nope.
You never even heard of it, right? Like a quinceañera? Come on, dude. Who's heard of a quinceañera? Everybody.
Everybody.
has,
Yeah?
yeah.
Like, even Muslims know what a quinceañera is.
Of course.
Yeah, they've been invited to quinceañera.
Yeah.
Everybody knows what a bar mitzvah is.
Yeah.
A bat mitzvah.
And then what about the ones that go to the... They release a juice into the wild. Which one's that? Hold remember?
Were they really so what?
The Exodus.
They release the juice into the wild, remember?
Oh.
The
Oh,
Exodus.
okay.
They can go party for like 2 months,
Yeah.
And then they come back.
40
Most of them
years.
always come back. And then does it say, Alice? Maybe you can check the Google. Do you think so?
I think
Do
she
you want to
can.
take a couple of guesses? You want to do the Islam's top 3 celebrations? You want to
Ramadan
do them
is
really
one.
quick?
Yeah, Ramadan is number
But it's
one.
for New Year's.
Oh, for New Year's.
Yeah.
What do
Wait.
you mean, like when?
Top 3 celebrations, like of what they do for New Year's, for Islam New Year's.
Islam New Year's.
Oops.
They pray. That's number one.
Oops, it's nice to put this on.
They read a passage out of the Quran. That's number 2. And then I want to say they eat and consume unleavened bread, right? Like their non bread, whatever their equivalent is, like the pita bread that's not risen, right?
Because they don't believe in Christ, the
Correct.
freaking idiots.
They don't believe in the resurrection of
It's
Christ.
nothing but a mere prophet. So I'm gonna say they dance. That's what I'm gonna say. They dance. They cook meat on swords, probably. And then they probably open up a dealership. That's what I'm saying. My top 3.
Okay, it says the arrival of the new moon at sunset marks the beginning of Islamic New Year. For many Muslims, the Islamic New Year symbolizes nonviolence and reflection. It's common for Muslims to try and avoid negativity during this time in order to promote peace.
No swords.
Let them finish us.
It also says, hold on, this thing's in the way. Since Muslims observe the Islamic New Year with communal prayer at the local mosques and a ceremony about a secret migration from Mecca to Medina.
That's it?
That's it.
Well,
Come on.
I got one of them, and that was the only thing I had
that's
to
the only
get.
thing they did was great.
No.
You know?
He must not have read as much Quran as I did.
And then, yes, and then avoid negativity.
Yeah, I kind of said that.
No, you didn't. He wanted to bring swords, which is a violent tool.
No, because they cook the meat in the swords. You haven't seen that?
You have to kill an
Little
animal,
fish kebab.
violent nature.
You see, Alice knows what I'm talking about. They put the meat in the sword and they put it in the
I
oven.
know exactly what you're talking about.
You don't know what I'm talking about,
Yeah, I
host.
do, yeah.
Alice knew. You didn't even know what I was talking about. You thought it was violence, dude. It's not even violence. Well, that's it. You know,
Yeah,
for the holiday.
that's it. That's all.
Yeah.
Anything else about terrorists you think so, host?
Not here.
Not tonight.
No terror. We are terror free today, you know? So if there's maybe check to see what's the price. Maybe today's the highest priced flying tickets. You think so?
think?
Because it's the safest part of the year. Do you think it's the most
You think it'd be the
expensive
This
time
is
to
where would
fly?
be the most expensive. They want to exploit the people that want to have safe flights.
Yeah, so do you want to look maybe, Alice? Maybe that's a good question. You don't think so, host? Like, when's the most expensive ticket sales?
It's gonna be like during the holidays.
I bet you it's right now. Because they want to be people, you know? Like, dude, Delta, you know?
The most expensive season for
Big airline,
we
you know
go.
what I mean, host? You know what they want to do, big airline? They're out here with their propaganda. They know what holidays
Yo,
are
I think-
happening.
I think Google's listening to you guys because it came up quick.
it is listening.
Maybe it was ChatGPT.
No, I
He's
shut him
with
down
us.
for the night. Yeah.
He's going to overpower the battery source.
Okay, we're back on.
You can see it move? Are
Yeah,
we moving?
we're moving.
We're back online,
Oh,
okay?
God, you
Batteries
know,
went
like
out,
that, they
guys.
hijacked the rest of the power. You think
And
so,
you
Google?
probably saw us talking or our lips moving. We just wanted to really appreciate all of you and tell you guys how much we care about you guys. Please get us to 200 subscribers.
Every day, all day. Anyway, so the season for airlines, airfare during the middle of the summer are typically much more expensive and the same goes for major holidays.
Connected.
Traveling during what? Traveling during shoulder seasons from mid-April through early June and late August through early October is the key to more savings.
You know? So
They
that's-
knew.
They knew, huh?
Yeah, they knew.
They're beating us right now with the petroleum, too, you know?
Yeah.
Gas is expensive right now, too,
Yeah,
right?
especially when you light it on fire.
Right, kids? Come on. You know, come on. It's lovely. We can't wait for it to be over.
And they have a couple all-weather matches, you know?
Oh, yeah. Those ones. Dude, that's why they always wear those suits, huh? They're like the flammable suits, you know what
Oh,
I'm
the
talking
vest? You mean the TNT?
about? Those ones, and then the ones that are just
The
like,
one with the time on the front?
oh, that's what it is?
The ones with the red and yellow
I
wire.
thought it was batteries that they were holding on, huh?
That's an interesting clock you have.
Why is
They were
it
powering
ringing?
the clock.
It's not noon. Why is it ringing? It's not noon
We
yet.
have the...
La 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 la. It's a time for Islam jolly.
It's the time to fly the spirits. Fa la 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 la. And fall is what they will do from the sky.
Oh
Yeah, the spirit
You know?
planes
So
suck.
shout out
Shout out
to
to
that.
Malaysian Airlines.
Oh yeah, if they're feeling a little sick, dude, that's Filomena's favorite
Yeah, it is.
Malaysia.
No, bat soup. Filomeno loved COVID. He made so much money. He was one of the 40 billionaires from the COVID scam, you know?
He was like, oh, what would they say? The rich are getting richer, you know?
Yeah.
Dude, what happened to all you fuck faces? All you,
I'm a businessman.
No, no.
Do your hand sign. I'm a businessman.
Yeah. But no, what happened to all the other people that remember when this was happening? They're like, "Oh, eat the rich." Remember?
Oh yeah.
What happened to all those fuckfaces? They were putting it on their shirts, you know.
Mm-hmm.
AOC, remember? Eat the rich. And how many rich? How many rich people did they eat, Huss?
Absolutely none.
They couldn't eat because they were rich themselves. You think so,
Yeah,
Huss?
absolutely, they were.
Yeah, AOC, you think she's gonna eat a rich person? She can't eat her parents, you know.
No.
Come on. And then none of you guys forgot about all the war. You know, there's still a war going on, Alice.
Yeah, I totally forgot about it.
You know,
Totally forgot.
They're not gonna eat people when they have foie gras, okay?
Yeah, they got
because they're
nice
foie
things.
gods, you know, fucking idiots.
they got so many nice things to eat. You think so? Besides rich people,
I think so.
only the people on the submarine. That was the bottom feeders. You know, those are the people that ate the rich. You know, those are the true heroes of the ocean.
Look, what the idiots for the billionaires on that submarine, they just wanted a weight loss program because they wanted to get skinnier, and they're like, oh, if I go to a certain depth, all the pressure is gonna sink in my waistline. And you know how that ended.
More than that.
They ended up in wasteland. You know what I mean? With a TE. Right next to the Titanic, dude. Can you
Did
imagine?
they
Dude?
get close to the Titanic?
I mean,
It's a resting spot, yeah.
in heaven, yeah. The bottom of the ocean. You know? Who would go to the Titanic? You think so?
I like that.
It's all rusted.
Just some people that want to see some titties, you know? They saw the movie, but they're idiots. That lady survived, and now she's dead.
Yeah. Come on, man. Even the actress is dead, isn't she?
No.
Isn't she pretty old?
Oh, the old lady? Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure she's gone.
Oh,
She
no,
probably
well,
died.
yeah, the old lady for sure is dead. The lady that showed her tits, I don't know about her.
No, she's
You
not.
guys ever think what happens to like some of the dog, like Beethoven, like Air Bud, like what happens to those guys when they die? Like,
I think
just get
their owners-
cremated.
Yeah, bury them.
but they don't go like to a Hall of Fame or something like that. Like they don't put him
Like in heaven?
no, like they don't put him like in a special casket or like they. Like,
Oh,
maybe,
like
the owners
stuff him?
probably.
Like stuff him and then just have him in a museum? kind of
maybe
thing?
can you look that up? What's some famous pets that are?
Orlando Bloom did get his dog taxidermied and has it. I don't know if it's in.
Oh, but that guy's weird now, isn't he?
Yeah.
Well, he's also with
played
Katy Perry,
Legolas.
so.
Now he's like Orlando Boom is what's his like name, right?
Well, he turned to Islam, you know.
Oh,
so,
he there.
yeah.
He's celebrating as we speak.
Yep.
Check his Instagram live. you know?
Orlando Bloom.
He's gonna be on Metro Boomin wants some more. Says I bet you there's some dogs that they probably kept like Balto, maybe
Yeah.
you know,
Well, Balto has a statue.
but maybe he has like his own coffin somewhere. You know what I mean? That's what I'm trying to say.
I don't know about that, but I know he has a statue.
Like maybe they got Balto. What are the top dogs you think so? Host? They got Balto. You know,
Air
maybe
Bud.
Air Bud, right? He has to be Beethoven. He has,
Beethoven, yeah.
he has to be like another. What's the one monster from the Sandlot? Was that his name?
Yeah. Well, I don't. The monster. I think that's what
I
they
think that's
call
what it
him.
was, sort of the Beast or something like that. Was it? Ludo, you think
There we
so?
go.
Host?
Well, he's not dead yet.
Oh, he's not. Yeah,
Pluto?
Yeah.
yeah.
He's not?
No, he's not dead.
Isn't Goofy a dog? Isn't he like a
No,
blonde?
Goofy's a cow.
He's a cow, man.
Goofy's a cow?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Goofy's a cow.
a
I
skinny
never-
cow.
Okay. Hey, they should be suing that brand. You have skinny cows in your.
So there's no dogs that are, or maybe even
He
rock.
doesn't look anything like a cow. That bothers me.
He does that if you look at him.
No, he doesn't.
He's like a boy cow.
Yeah, if I squint hard enough and rearrange the letters a little bit, you know, then he looks
He's a
like
walk.
cow. Yeah.
It doesn't say anything.
No? Mm-mm. Yeah, like famous pets, where they're buried, you know?
The
like,
Taco Bell Chihuahua.
yeah, what happened to him?
Come on, man.
He died.
You know?
Yeah, it's been years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have to recover some of these bodies, I feel like. You know what I mean? Us?
What is it? Grave digging.
Yeah, we have to do like the.
Grave robbery.
Maybe that's what we're gonna make a cemetery for celebrity pets. That's what we need to make. Because obviously they don't have one. What would we call it?
Cemetery.
Well, we're gonna have to open it in California, of course. You know, we're gonna have to make an
Make sure.
investment.
Where they have a lot of fires.
Yeah,
Just for cheaper cremation options, guys.
like
Of
Calabasas or something over there. You know? They say over there.
Behind Kim's house.
Yeah, we put it somewhere over there,
the
like
Calabasas Cemetery of
Of, like-
forgotten famous pets.
no, but we also want the new pets that are gonna die. You know, so maybe of like of the most famous. Maybe we couldn't be like extraordinary pets or something. You know, cemetery of extraordinary pets.
Pets.
You think so?
Yeah, it works.
You know, and magical beasts or something like that. You know,
Of course, yeah.
And where to find them.
Huh?
JK. Rolling on the ground,
come
laughing out loud.
Well, you think we can make that house?
We can make that.
We can make. How much you think? It wouldn't be that expensive, right? Like,
All you gotta do is just buy
Security would be
land,
very
right?
expensive.
huh?
You would just have to buy the land.
Buy land, but like horses, maybe
We got
security.
security.
Because if we get the Taco Bell dog, dude, he could talk.
Now we're gonna get this dog and then like stuff him so he could be.
No, we're just gonna bury them.
Oh, but maybe
okay.
we'd have like
Or do you want to do a museum?
we would have, so they would be buried, but then we'd also have like a museum, like a tour of the who's buried in there, and maybe have like a biography of. Do you know how they did the JC in Brooklyn?
Yeah.
But it would have like the Taco Bell dogs, and then outside of the cemetery, it would have all the lyrics he said. You know?
Oh, yeah.
Yo quiero Taco Bell, like all the things that the dog ever said. It would be on the outside of the
Okay.
little place, you know.
That works.
And then we could switch it up, and next we feature another animal, and it would be all their memorabilia, you know. Like we
Okay.
got like what other animal you think we can put in their house? Like what would you do for Balto? Like what would you put in his the Balto?
The polio vaccine.
It would be in there.
Yeah.
Didn't they carry it in like a barrel around his chest
I
or
think
neck?
so. Yeah. To keep it warm, so it wouldn't freeze. Oh, I'm trying to think of like famous animals and pets.
No, but
Well,
what
what's
about
that dog that would stay at the train station and wait
Oh,
for
the
his...
Japanese dog,
Yeah.
the Shiba Inu dog. I don't remember its name.
Hachi. There we go.
Hachi.
Hachi.
That's a sad story.
so we would put him there? You think so?
course.
Maybe he would be a statue. He would be the guardian, you know.
Yeah.
He watches over all.
What about
the other
Polly the parrot?
dogs. Polly the
Oh,
Parrot?
I love that
Aw, man.
movie.
We didn't even think about the bird game. How many birds?
Andre the seal,
I don't even know who
I
Andre
love
the
that
Seal
movie
is.
too.
No,
Flappy the seal,
no.
Flappy and the Sneakers,
I just know a Keiko, you know? We get Keiko,
Keiko,
in
yeah.
there.
What about the monkey?
the Capuchin monkey.
Yeah.
Oh, she's talking about Harambe.
Well,
What about
that's a
Michael
gorilla.
Jackson's monkey?
We get Harambe. I think they're still alive, aren't they?
Harambe's not.
No, Michael Jackson's monkeys.
I don't know.
No.
His kids. We could get one of the tigers that Mike Tyson had.
Oh, that would be a cool one. Mike Tyson's tigers. Now we're talking. We can get hippopotamus from what's that Colombian guy?
Pablo Escobar?
Yeah, we get one from there. We can get who else had wild animals like that?
I don't know, that family in Florida who had a snake who ate their kid.
What?
We can get that snake.
They have one?
Yeah.
Damn, man.
The python.
Holy
Damn,
moly.
bro. You know, and then a couple other animals pending. You think so?
Stuart Little.
We could have Sunny in
Hey,
there.
say less. Sonny, not yet, you know?
Are you sure he's looking kind of
Hey,
old?
come on, Alice. He's
I
looking
mean, we could
better.
have my sister's dog in there too.
Yeah, he's looking better than Tumor Terry, okay? Come on. Yeah, but maybe Sonny eventually, you know what I mean? But
Yeah.
He should be like the main honor dog.
he's going to be in the Hall of Fame, you know?
Yeah.
But we get it. It's going to be pretty nice. We give out tours, you know what I mean, host?
It's gonna be the nicest slice.
Surprise.
Did people put treats on the things, you know?
Yep.
You go cry for your pets. Nobody's ever thought about it, huh? See? Come on, we're going to be pat and pending, okay? Don't try to sell our fucking ideas, you idiots, okay? But what are we on time? Do we need to go to a question, or what do you got for us, Alex?
If I have a story, it's 120.
120. We can go to a story. You think so?
Into a story.
Okay.
So we don't have to answer anything. You just have a story for us?
Yeah, I have a story for you guys.
Oh, wow.
Let me find it. It's a lot of work going on here. Okay, so it's like it's a nightmare.
Oh, it's a nightmare.
It's a nightmare.
We were
What's
ready
the
to
story?
hear the story.
I was like, oh, I don't need to say anything. I need to
Well, it's a story
anything.
of a nightmare.
Okay.
So there we go. It's called
Story of a-
meditation. Hold on, I need to see what the camera looks like first before I start reading. Okay, good. We're good. So it goes, I consistently have nightmares every night. Very vivid nightmares that feel like they last forever. I always wake up in a cold sweat and they keep circling my brain for days on end. I talked to a psychiatrist about this, and after test of my blood pressure, I was prescribed Prozane? Whatever. Prazosin, there you go, thank you. I haven't had nightmares since. Sleep soundly through the night. There's some risk, but worth asking about if nightmares are ruining your mind and sleep. So this person just took drugs and decided to feel better after that.
Are we gonna interpret the?
I mean, if you want to.
I don't even know what happened.
I mean, I'll try to. Yeah, I'm just
I don't even think it sounded like a nightmare. I just heard somebody needed pills. You know, they took the
They
pills.
took the
Ibiza.
pill to Ibiza.
What happened is this: they said they had vivid nightmares.
Oh my gosh, hold on.
Right,
Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
you're good. they had vivid nightmares, and then they would wake up in a cold sweat. It said they were nervous and panicky, and then they couldn't fall back asleep.
And they had the nightmare in their head for like days.
For days, and then they went to the doctor, got some Prozac, relaxed, and then went to bed. It's a good thing I'm a doctor because I have the answer. Okay, vivid nightmares, not really nightmares. Wet dreams. Vivid Vivica A. Fox, one of the finest females in the celebrity industry back in especially the 90s, right?
Right.
So hot and sweaty, okay? Woke up, of course he's hot and sweaty. He has his blood pressures running through the, just super high. Hard dick, okay? It's a guy, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Could be a female. Couldn't go back to sleep because he was too busy wanting to get it out of his system. Goes to a doctor. Prozac. What does that do? It dilates your blood vessels, so it helps lower blood pressure. So basically, it gives him a medicated ED so that his dick can go soft, he can go back to sleep. And also, because it dilates the blood vessels, it reduces anxiety because your heart has to work less hard. Emphasis on the heart.
And that's it,
That's the doctor's word.
That was a story. You think so? Because I can't interpret it. Come on, what am I going to do?
I mean, we basically went to the doctor's corner, actually.
Basically, so
that's what we did.
it
I
wasn't
didn't even have my
nightmare.
book on me.
Yeah.
Skills all the way
That's how
around.
smart he is. But maybe, we can tell maybe a couple stories you think so, or maybe one story apiece.
Yeah, we can tell a story.
Yeah, maybe you can tell us. I think you can tell us a good story about something that's maybe like a camping story, or maybe like a
a made-up story or like a real story.
Do you have a cool made-up story? Like maybe one that's been passed down by Don Mariano.
No, I don't have any of those stories.
Mariano's, Carboral to Carboral, like for centuries.
No, I don't have any of those guys.
They didn't have any like traditions or anything like that. Any family stories? Oh, what could they have said? You think, Don Mariano?
Why don't you tell us one of your stories?
No, because Don Mariano, he did say the way that he met your mom. That was a pretty good story.
Yeah, and then I heard my mom's version. It sounded like a stalker.
So yeah, maybe you want to hear that one. Can you tell us a little
Because
bit?
he couldn't write her a letter. He couldn't read or write. You told us yourself.
Yeah, he's a little handicapped himself.
He probably couldn't even understand language. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He was like the Mexican Tarzan out there.
Yeah.
Because he did say he lived like in a village, And
He does a little heart symbol with his hand.
They actually met here though.
Really?
Yeah, they met here in Utah.
Okay, but can you tell us maybe how they
I'll
met?
tell us the story.
Yeah.
So they met so they both worked in the cookie factory. They were making cookies, and they all hung out with the same group of people, but like they never actually conversated with each other. And so one night, my mom was walking to work, and it was like in the middle of the night, like how it is right now. And my dad drove by her, and he knew who it was, so he drove by her, went to work while she's still trying to walk to work, and then he did like a U-turn, drove past her again, and then drove by her again. And then he obviously gave her a ride to work. They went to work, and then from then on, like, he just stuck on her basically. And so then there was one night where she was hanging out with her friends, and my dad ended up showing up there. Like, no one knew how he showed up there. She didn't even know how he knew where they were at. But he was out there in the car waiting for her, and he just stood there like watching her from the car, or like this, I guess, and just staring at her. And Mom was like, and after that, like, he just kept following me. I don't know where like, everywhere I would go, he would randomly show up, and I don't know how he would get there. And then one night they ended up going back to his place, and that's it. That's how they stayed together.
Yeah, so he never said hi or anything. Like, she was the one. So what was your mom's side of the story?
Yeah, that one. That he's
Yeah?
a creepy stalker. He just showed up out of
But
nowhere.
what was his side?
That they worked at the cookie factory, and that they went to a party and they got together after that. Like, he never mentioned that he was the creeper.
That's called game, okay?
Oh, yeah. He just stared at her like, you want this.
No words were necessary for him. He was that good.
Don Mariano gave her the silent treatment.
And it worked.
It still does.
And she's still with him. Look,
Oh yeah, she cooks, she cleans, you know what I mean?
yeah. I know you fucking moron to listen to Andrew Tate. Get the fuck out of here.
I'm gonna learn how to talk to a woman. You know, I'm gonna get a 10-figure job. You know, I'm gonna make a couple thousands. You know, I'm gonna make a couple 100,000. I'm gonna make a couple millions, a couple 100,000 of millions. You think so?
I think so.
But then Mariano, what was he doing? Making cookies and eating cookies. You think so?
He was spitting game while not opening his mouth once.
Yeah. Oh, man. Dude, could you imagine? Maybe try to do the Mariano's pose. You think how he could do a pose like if he was starting at maybe Alice is Sir Mama, you're Don Mariano. You're just gonna stare at her.
Wait, do you want me to give stalker vibes?
Yeah, just a little bit. There you go. Oh my god, you look just like him!
And that's it.
And that's it.
Oh man, that's true love right there. Oh. Dude, how much each was it to fall back in love back then? You know
That's
what I mean?
love at first sight, really.
For
For him.
him, for her,
Yeah.
you know?
It was a little
It
scary.
was like a 10th stalk, you know?
Yeah.
She's like, if I get with my stalker, I'm never gonna be in danger.
Yeah. Yeah.
She neutralized the
The
threat.
best way out of danger is to get as close to it as possible. You know?
She was the original modern woman. You think?
The closer you are to danger, the further away you are from harm.
Oh man.
Shout out to Ted Bundy.
What about you, host? Did your parents tell you like their love story, how they met, or anything like that, or no?
No.
No?
They never told you
I think they'd have. I just don't care to.
to listen.
It wasn't that cool. It was just cool, Alice.
One was
Yeah.
a creeper.
Dude, that is such a good love story.
It is a really good love
At the
story.
cookie factory, he drove. Could you imagine you see him like drive around with the truck like 3 times? He's like, dude, I'm almost at work. You know,
Yeah.
you don't even need to give me a ride anymore. Like, you know, it's like I'm literally at the entrance.
Maybe he just needed directions, you know? I'm from the West
The one guy over there. But I think I don't think I got a story or what stories could you share? Was maybe one of your funnest stories. You know, maybe there was
A
a couple
fun
of maybe some of your friends. You know, that don't bother me. You know, there was
Curtis? I've already shared a lot of stories from Curtis.
yeah.
Yeah.
Regarding any of the other stories, maybe you got what would be a weird story, man.
Oh, I don't think I'm sure you know the story because I told you, but Alice doesn't, and of course the Beans and Rice audience doesn't either. So my brother and I, we went with our buddy to what they call the Scouting Jamboree. It's where all the scouts like camp out, and they have like a lot of competitive games, a bunch of
It's
different
like the
activities.
Olympics, for
Yeah.
white people.
So you learn a lot of cool stuff there. So it's a lot of fun. We went, and with his church ward, there were several kids, and I've talked about Mike. I won't release the last name, and then another one named Mikey.
Okay.
Mikey was a special kid. I don't know what he specifically had. Super funny. I liked him. He was nice. Remember the story I told about the Pop-Tarts kid?
Yeah.
This is his younger brother. Mikey's
Oh,
his
okay.
younger brother. So we're at the jamboree. This is the night after, or the day after. So we set up tent. We've had the fire, had some s'mores. Good night. Fall asleep. Wake up next morning. My brother and I are finishing up breakfast. Mikey strolls out of his tent. It's like pretty late. And the scoutmaster, I think his name was Dave. He was newer at the time. And he goes, Mikey, this is a jamboree. We're supposed to be competing with other troops, and you're strolling out of bed at 11:30. I hope you're happy. Get some breakfast and hurry the hell up. Like, so he was mad. And Mikey just goes, ah, and just sticks his tongue out at him because he's kind of special. And so my brother and I are like fascinated by Mikey. So we're just like your dad watching your mom. We're watching Mikey with no freaky intentions.
Okay.
And then, so Mike, the one who had his head pushed into the cake at his birthday by Mikey,
Okay.
him and his dad are making bacon. Like, it smells good. They offered us bacon. We're like, no, we have some ourselves. They're making like a ton of bacon. These guys are big. Like, I can hide. They're very big guys. Massive guys. And Mike is like, what are you making? And Mike just goes, hey, we ran out of bacon, but we're about to make some pancakes. If you want some, make it. I love pancakes. Right? Just like that's his voice, his higher voice. It's okay. A couple minutes go by, and my brother goes, look at how they're making the pancakes. And they're just pouring the batter in the bacon grease. Like, not a lightly greased pan. We're talking like 3 inches of bacon grease, and they pour it in and deep fry the pancakes in bacon grease. I'm not kidding you. I'm not lying. And then my brother's like, Mikey's not gonna like this. So Mikey grabs the plate, pours the syrup on it. He's happy, like he has it on his lap, and he just goes, I love pancakes. I hate these pancakes. And like a movie, he just throws them over his shoulder. Okay, so he's already in a foul mood. Like he didn't have pancakes, he didn't have anything to eat because his brother didn't have Pop-Tarts that day.
Oh.
Later, some of the kids wanted to play football.
Okay.
And this wasn't like two-hand touch. It wasn't flag. Like they were playing full contact tackle football. And Mikey's like, I want to play. And Jake goes, Mikey, you're not going to play. You know you're going to end up getting hurt and you're going to ruin this trip for everyone. Sit your ass down. And so again, Mikey just goes, hey, and just sticks his tongue out at him. And then he just runs onto the field. He's not on a team. He just runs out onto the field. And they're like between like a huddle. Like, So the ball's just there waiting for the offense and defense to get set. He just picks up the ball and he goes, you can't catch me. And some kid doesn't know him. He's from another troop. Lays him out. And then Mikey just, he paused for like 5 seconds and you just hear, and then he gets up, and then he just drags his left leg, and Dave, our scoutmaster, watched the whole time, and he goes, "See, I told you, sit your ass down," and Mikey just like actually crying, and that was it. We just ignored it. So that's our story of a jamboree.
Shout out to Mikey.
Shout out to Mikey.
Poor Mikey. I liked him, but
hopefully he's doing okay with that leg.
So. He never recovered since. You think so?
Probably not. Maybe he had his leg amputated.
Maybe he's on that wheelchair.
Maybe he has sneakers that don't crease. Who knows?
What about you, Beefy?
I don't know if I got a story. I was trying to think of a story that I would have, but I think I've told most of my stories. Have I shared any extra stories with you, host, that maybe I haven't told? I already told when I went to sell cars. I already told, what stories,
You already told. Did you tell the uncle story with hypnotism?
You already told that one?
Have you? I don't think you've told it.
I've never heard it.
Yeah, okay,
No?
it's a good story. Yeah.
So I had this I had this uncle. He was like a third uncle or something like that,
Okay.
And he was this old man. He had glasses, and he would always have like the cool cars for back in the day. Like he had like it was like a Pontiac. Which one?
GTO?
No, it was like the Grand Prix or something like that. Oh, Bonneville, the Pontiac Bonneville. That's the one he had. It was like pointy, but in the inside it was like it had the good suspension for a fast car. Remember those?
Yeah.
It was like a V6, and he would pull up. He would always say, mira mi carro. He would always like try to show off his car, tell you cool things. But he was always game. Like all his family was like in Maryland, so he was always game to do like anything, And my mom was a mess, So my mom would always be like, "Oh, Tio, can you take me to Tijuana? We're gonna pick up so and so." And he would always be like, "Oh, sure, I'm down." So he would be like the one that would drive us. But one day we go to Tijuana, right? So we're driving there. We're to Tijuana, and we were like, I don't know. There's like here's like the house. You can go see you can see the mountains from here.
Yeah.
Like over there, you can see like whatever the hills, and there was like houses on there. You could see like the cars that were on like moving there on top of the mountain. And I was just sitting out there with him, and he would always try to say like cool stuff, like put you on knowledge. He was like one of those guys. He was talking to me, and he would do like this. Yeah, he's like, "Hey, Jose, look over there, look up in the hill." And then I'm like 12, so I'm looking, And he's like, "You see that over there? There's an accident, He's like, "You see that ambulance?" He's like, "People died. There was a bad accident. You see that ambulance? I just want you to focus on the ambulance, And then all of a sudden he starts talking to me about something else, soccer, blah blah blah, luring me to another subject, And then he's like, look at the mountain again. I'm like, okay, look. He's like, where's the ambulance? And I look, and I can't find the ambulance anywhere. I'm like, what the fuck? There's no ambulance. So now I'm like tripping out. He's like, yeah. He's like, it was never there. He's like, it was just your imagination. He's like, I'm a hypnotist. He told me, he's like, I'm a hypnotist. He's like, I could hypnotize anybody at any time, so you better be careful. Okay, so he told me that. I was like, oh, damn, like this guy, like now I'm scared of my uncle, He's like, what, he's trying to warn me that he's going to rape me or something like that, So what he's going to do to me, So next thing you know, we're going back into the back into America, you know, so we're at the customs or whatever, and you know, you have to pull over and then they have to come and check your car and stuff like that. And I'm just like, you know, all my family's there and stuff like that. I told you I'm like 12 years old, and like I told my uncle, it's like, hey uncle, it's like, I'm like, why are we even waiting? He's like, what do you mean why we're waiting? He's like, they gotta check the car and stuff like that. I was like, dude, I'm like, you know how much money we could be making right now? I was like, I have friends, you know, in school with that sell drugs, and they can get us a lot of drugs. I'm pretty sure they can get us weed, cocaine, whatever you want, and we can smuggle it. You know, it's like, you can probably be rich, and all you gotta do is like hypnotize them. You know, that's all I'm telling you. It's like, you just gotta use your hypnotist powers, hypnotize border patrol, and like you can be a millionaire. You can make so much money. And then like, now I'm saying like, you know, smuggling drugs and where to hide them on the car. I'm like, you know, you can hide them in the wheels. You can hide them on the here. Like, you can put drugs in the glove compartment. You can put drugs, you know, on top of here. I'm telling you, everywhere. I'm showing you where he can hide the drugs. And like, he starts to get scared now. So he's like, do that thing, Jose. You do the old man thing.
The old man thing.
Yeah. You can put the drugs right here. You can put the drugs here at the bottom. You can put the drugs here in the glove compartment, on the steering wheel, under the pedal, you know? So he's like freaking the fuck out. And then he's like, so then he's like, well, they finally like check us out and stuff like that, and he leaves, and he's like, don't ever say stuff like that again. He's like, we could have gotten pulled over and stuff like that, but he couldn't explain to them like that he was hypnotizing me, because I was telling him, he's like, well, he's a hypnotist, but now he couldn't even tell my parents, you know, that he was like a hypnotist, because it was like a bullshit lie, you know. So he couldn't tell my parents that he was like lying the whole time. So he couldn't tell like, oh, Jose's saying that because I hypnotized him, you know, because now he would feel like an idiot telling my parents that he like hypnotized me. So he just like didn't say anything. He's just like, if we do that ever again, he's like, don't say anything. And then he's like, I'm not a real hypnotist. I don't have any powers. Like,
Not a real hypnotist.
and we made it to America, you know. So shout out to him. His name was actually Jose too, you know. He got me my first soccer ball. I don't know if he's still alive, but I think that's it. You think so, Alex?
I think that would be it.
Think a good way to end? You think so?
Of course, because we outside.
Word.
Yeah.
I try to find the tune.
Oh, she's trying to find it out. Maybe Alice, you can sing us a song to leave. You don't think so? We can sing a Beans and Rice classic together.
I don't know what we're gonna
Yeah,
sing,
what's the
but we
beans
can
and
sing
rice
it.
classic?
Huh?
What's a beans and rice classic?
What's the Beans and Rice classic?
Una Dios, una vez más.
Itadakimasu.
Una vez más.
Itadakimasu.
Una vez más. Una Dios. Una vez más.
Itadakimasu.
Itadakimasu. You're not gonna do anything else.
Or whatever the fuck they do.
Okay, are we still